Howdy there, my name is Connor Murray and I'm going to be teaching y'all how to swing a baseball bat and how to pick up what pitch the pitcher is throwing. So, the baseball swing is one of the most integral parts of the game of baseball. It is where the offensive side of the game is pretty much done. And hitting a baseball is one of, if not the hardest thing to do in any sport. Because you're having to hit a ball about this big against a bat this wide. There's not that much space to be hitting it. So, where all this starts is the mechanics and how to properly swing. Because, like an old clock, if one tiny gear or one tiny mechanic in a baseball swing is out of place or something's wrong with it, the whole swing or the entire clock goes down. So, to start off, it's the stance. You don't want to have a weak stance, because if not, you're not going to be able to swing strongly or powerfully. You also have to know, you also have to know what the situation is on the field and where you want to hit it. But we're going to get that to in a sec. We're going to start with a swing. So, you can start with any position that you want, but it has to get to the same position, to this position, once you're done loading and you're about to swing the bat. You'll see this position for lefties and righties all across the all eras of baseball, from the 1910s with Babe Ruth to now with Mike Trout. All great hitters have that similar stance once they're done loading. Here, this is the strongest position you can be when you're trying to swing a bat once you're done loading. Now, you may ask, what's a load? All right, a load is simply a transfer of weight. So from my starting stance, which is this, your eyes on the ball, you want to be facing there. A load is this. It is just a simple transfer of weight. Now, I've seen players that do this and they're able to get through, but that's not an optimal way of doing it, because that more than likely than not, that's going to cause you what we call in baseball locking your arms, which causes you to do this and do that, cause the cast. And if you're swinging a wood bat, ball hits here, that bat's going to shatter. And if you are able to hit it, say here, you're going to be rolling over and hitting a ground ball to third base with the shortstop for righties and first base and second base for lefties. So you want to keep it nice and close. So, but you also don't want to wrap. Wrapping is going to cause it's going to cause that little bit more time to get through, and that's just going to cause you to pop up or just miss the ball entirely. So, to start the swing, starting position, load, and then for me, I'm going to be stepping. Now, your weight's going to be wanting to transfer forward. That's the momentum of weight. You want to go towards the pitcher. Not there, but towards the pitcher. So the pitcher from here, your arms are going to come, your hands, and your back hip are going to come in through together. So, from here, as your weight's transferring, and also you want the weight, all your weight be on backs, so your back leg. So you want to be pushing off from this leg right here. It's going to be all in the inside right here. So you're going to be pushing off. You want to be doing like this, like a violin, and you want to keep your elbow in something called a slot, which is right by your back hip. Because you want to think of it, there's a plate of glass right here, and you want to break it with the knob of the bat. So the best way to do it is through here, where your elbow is going through that slot, and your shoulder is keeping in and not flying out. And bam! This is where contact happens. So, you can hit it here, here, or here. This is outside the plate for righties, this is more up middle, and this is inside. So, the great hitters can hit it from here, here, or here, all across the plate. And they're very proficient at this. This is why they can make a good hit out of a bad pitch. They can hit it in their hands, and the thing is, your hands must be extremely fast. Because, well, first, if the fastball's coming here down like 99 miles per hour, your hands gotta be extremely fast. But to help with that, we'll get there too in a little bit. So, once you're here, now you want to follow through. That's where the swing ends. but you don't want to just let go of the bat and just start running. No, because if you do that and your bat flies towards, say, the umpire and the catcher, you'll be called out, which is going to be a detriment to your team. And I believe your teammates are not going to be really happy with you. So, from here, all the way to here. Now, how does a hitter tell what type of pitch you're facing? Well, you have to have something called pitch recognition. Pitch recognition is when a batter tells what type of pitch the pitcher is throwing. So, say I'm a pitcher. I'm going through my windup or my stretch, and here. This is where it starts. Now, where does the load start? Going back to where the load starts. The load starts when the pitcher goes here, when the arm starts coming back. That's when a batter wants to load. So that gives the batter enough time, and the load is very quick, to get ready. And the pitcher, remember, the pitcher is coming through at the same time. So load and here. This is where batters pick up what type of pitch the pitcher is throwing. So right now I have a 4-seam grip on this ball. How do I know this? Because how my fingers are positioned. 2 fingers with 3 fingers and my thumb on the bottom. 2 fingers on top, 3 on the bottom. This is a 4-seam fastball. Now, why is this important? Why is pitch recognition important? Because if you're just guessing, you're not going to be able to hit the ball because you're just going to be swinging. You don't want to be swinging blindly, especially in situations where you have to get hit, such as a hit and run. You have a runner on first, and you're trying to hit it behind them so they can try to get to third, at least get to second, and try to get, or maybe get to third, or if that runner's extremely fast, get to home and score. This is it's an old school baseball play. So you have also different pitches. You have change up. Be like this or this. You can also have curveball. You also can have slider. Slider is going to be a slider can be coming out of batter and go dip away at the other batter's box, which slider is a good strikeout pitch. So pitcher's going through his motion, start loading. You recognize what pitch they're throwing, and you kind of have to paint a mental image of where that pitch is going to go, and that's when you start coming through and swinging, and then you're going to be able to hit the ball if you're able to recognize what pitch they're throwing. And that is how you properly swing. So if we do a recap, so here, starting position, load, transfer of weight, and hands coming through, hands coming through, hands coming through, elbow going to the slot, release, hit the ball, come through. Do not let the bat go flying because they can hurt other people. You drop it and you start running. And when that pitcher is separating, you start loading. And up here, when they go here, you recognize what pitch they're going to throw and meet the ball before it's going to get there. Now, you don't want to be too early, and that's part of timing. You want to load you want to load when the arms start separating. And that is how you swing a baseball bat and recognize what pitch the pitcher is throwing.